So if you've been thinking on buying a home in Mexico for retirement, you're not alone. With warm weather, lower living costs, stunning scenery, it sounds like a dream.
But is it really? Today we're taking you inside 3 different Mexican neighborhoods to decide whether the dream fits you. Hi, I'm Jessie.
And I'm Michael.
And we're free to wander now.
And we wandered to Puerto Vallarta in Marina, Vallarta.
Yes. So we are going to show you in today's video what it's like to buy a condo here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and the surrounding area. To give you a real sense of what you can expect for your money, we had a look at average condo prices in USD, Canadian dollars, and Mexican pesos, and what actually affects those price tags. We're not real estate agents, but we had a Google, and so we've listed here the average prices in these areas for reference. First up, Marina Vallarta. This area is upscale, walkable, and right by the marina, golf course, and beach. It's super popular with snowbirds and long-term expats. So this is the yacht club, the Royal Pacific Yacht Club. That's cool. A modern 2-bedroom condo here averages around 350,000 USD, which is about 475 Canadian or 6 million Mexican pesos. For something more luxurious with ocean views, prices can climb to 500,000 USD or more. Central Puerto Vallarta may be slightly less, especially inland and up in the hills. Puerto Vallarta is great for its entertainment and art scene, offers many unique, charming homes, and its rental potential is high. What drives prices in Marina Vallarta? Proximity to the beach, golf course access, and that feeling of being in a quiet, high-end bubble just 10 minutes from downtown.
So we're now walking Marina Vallarta, and currently we're in the low season. But however, in high season, this is a very busy, vibrant community. This offers you boutique shops, cafes, and various styles of restaurants. We have salon and spa. The great thing is that you have everything you need here in this community. As well, there's a very strong expat community here.
That's right. So if that is something that appeals to you, then this is a good place to start your search.
Not only are there activities for boaters, but golfers as well.
This is one of the older buildings in the area, and the other side faces into the marina.
Just across the state line in Nayarit, this area is full of gated communities and large resort-style developments. A typical newer 2-bedroom condo here goes for around 339,000 USD or 460,000 Canadian, which is about 6.5 million pesos.
So today brings us to Nuevo Nayarit. And this is in between Puerto Vallarta and Bucerias, is on the northern side of Banderas Bay. Nuevo Nayarit is in the middle, just north of Puerto Vallarta, in the state of Nayarit. Some of the things that are unique to Nuevo Nayarit.
There are two entrances into Nuevo Nayarit, so you're basically secure the whole way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anything were to happen, you're safe.
Help is close by, yeah. And I think as well that the individual residences generally have 24-hour security and manned gates so that they know who is coming and going very clearly. And it's quite, I would say, tight security, because most of the condominium and resorts face the water and the beach, so they've got a secure access on the beach side, and then
so they would have security on the beach side, entering into your condo, and as well from the roadside.
Exactly. Such residences generally have very luxurious amenities. You've got your gym and saltwater, heated pools, and you've got often a restaurant on site, perhaps a pharmacy too. You've got massages, spa experiences available. So anything that you would find in a nice hotel generally are, if not available in your specific residence, then a nearby one that you would have access to.
Yeah, so it's like a resort style
Living.
living.
Yeah, I would say here, you know, if that is something that is your retirement dream, then you can find that in Nuevo Nayarit.
So of course, coming along with this resort style living comes a higher cost.
Absolutely. It is not inexpensive to buy or even stay here. You are talking the top of the market on the Pacific side, I would say.
500 US to 2-3 million
It would
US.
start there, but there's always value. So we're going to show you some of the new buildings that are going up here in various price ranges. I would say the expat community is very strong. This is where you are going to find other people, maybe from your neck of the woods back home. Certainly lots of tourist vacationers come here. I think it would be a great place to rent out. If you wanted to do that for a part of the year, it would certainly be a good place for that. And the investment numbers are very strong on return on investment.
As well, a lot of the nationals choose Nuevo Nayarit as their vacation destination.
Yes, very true.
For their vacation home. So it's a great mix of different nationalities within Nuevo. So it's a great way to socialize and meet great, interesting people.
Yeah.
I think we would say one of the downfalls of Nuevo Nayarit would be the lack of restaurants, cafes, and markets. Although there are some amenities, they are only available on either end of Nuevo Nayarit. So therefore you would need to drive or use your bicycle. It'd be difficult to walk it.
Yeah, it's not very walkable at all. It is very level, so it is good for a bike.
You have to drive out of Nuevo to get to your main grocery stores and any other supply shops.
Yeah, so if that is the lifestyle that you would want to have, then that is what would suit you down here, I think, because Puerto Vallarta driving would be somewhat of a challenge. You've got some really small, windy streets, whereas here they're wide, paved, modern roads.
Yeah, very accessible to drive. As well, if you are considering buying in Nuevo, it would probably be a place where you would feel enjoying your own residence and what the amenities offer there.
You know, if your residence has all of the things that you want to enjoy yourself in the day, you go to the gym and walk on the beach and have a swim, and then, you know, spend some time in your luxurious unit, then Nuevo Nayarit is definitely a great choice for that.
Yeah, absolutely. The great thing here in Nuevo is there's availability for taxis and Uber. They are readily available, and if you want to get out and enjoy the nightlife elsewhere, such as in Bucerias or Puerto Vallarta, it's very accessible for you to do so.
Yep, most of the time your security person will find you a taxi if there isn't one waiting outside.
Right. Another thing to consider when buying anywhere in Puerto Vallarta or Bucerias or Nuevo Nayarit is that there's ongoing construction, and this is actually prevalent throughout the Bay Area, and it will likely be ongoing for the next several years. So when searching for a property or a location, want to keep that in mind. That could be quite disturbing while you're here for several months.
Sure, like for some people it wouldn't be an issue for them. They'd be prepared for it, but if you had planned to come down for the first year of your retirement and then found that you were really in a dust bowl that was super loud and you couldn't even sit on your balcony, then it would be something that you'd want to know ahead of time.
Yeah, so just consider that.
We've seen Nuevo Nayarit change over the years, and one of the things that we found is that the return on investment has been very good. If you invested here several years ago, your property values have increased substantially. And of course, there's only so much oceanfront. I think the resale values are quite good. The days on market are a little bit less than in the surrounding area, the least in really the nearby area. And so one of the things to know about real estate in Mexico is that there's a saying that it's very easy to buy and not as easy to sell. That's important to know.
So in 2024, it took 256 days to sell a condo.
On the average.
On the average.
Yeah. Welcome to Bucerias.
Today we have wandered into central Bucerias, not far from where we live.
Yes, so we are down in the Golden Zone, Zona Dorada. We are going to show you what some of the more charming new developments and some of the older ones that you can find here for comparison as we show you what there is available in different parts of Mexico.
Yeah, there's a great selection of condo living here for sure. Individual homes, townhomes, lower condominium, and high-rise condominiums. So let's have a look.
Yeah, I will say that most of them price-wise are on the higher end of what you would think things cost in Mexico.
Yeah, you're obviously near the ocean, so it will cost more.
Exactly. So come on with us, we'll show you what we found. About 30 minutes north of Puerto Vallarta, Bucerias has exploded in popularity in the last few years, especially with Canadians. A 2-bedroom condo here ranges from 250 to 300,000 USD, so around 340 to 410 Canadian, or 4.3 to 5 million pesos. It is still possible to find pre-construction deals under 200,000 USD, especially if you're willing to wait. Bucerias offers a charming small-town feel with a walkable beach, local markets, and plenty of expat-friendly cafes and restaurants. What affects condo prices in these areas? Proximity to the beach, the closer the pricier. Ocean views, worth a premium in all 3 areas. Amenities, rooftop pools, gyms, security, and short-term rental potential all play a role. And don't forget HOA fees. Monthly maintenance fees can range from 200 to over 500 USD a month, depending on the building. Short-term rental rules can affect things. Some buildings allow Airbnb or private rentals and others don't. And this can impact both price and rental income.
You can find a beautiful condo on the Pacific Coast whether you're dreaming of a resort lifestyle, a walkable marina community, or a chill beach town. And whether you're buying in USD, Canadian, or pesos, it helps to work with local professionals who know the rules for foreign buyers.
So imagine your morning waking up here in Bucerias. You can walk the beach, get a green juice, sit at a wonderful little cafe, and relax and enjoy the beautiful weather. Here in Bucerias, we've got a smaller, more casual and friendly town. It's pretty quiet here, not a lot of nightlife, but you know, this is a retirement community. A lot of the people here are over 55. Young people come, but I would say that the majority of the people with condos in the area are retired or soon to be retired. Would you agree?
Yes. Also, it's very walkable around the town and to the beach. Makes it easier getting to shops and all the restaurants.
Without having to drive.
Right.
Because that's one thing that I notice a lot of people don't really want to do necessarily. And it's great because living in a smaller place, you've got your restaurants, shopping, everything pretty much within walking distance, I would say. When you decide to buy a home in Mexico, it is very exciting and it's a wonderful time. But things aren't always the way that you expect them to be. And so some of the things that surprised us were some of the changes that can affect the cost of your purchase because of currency. So currency changes and fluctuates, and it can be quite dramatic to affect a large purchase a fair bit. Also is how you pay for the purchase. So of course that means a fairly large amount of money needs to be moved to another country. Most winter homes in Mexico are paid for in cash. So not holding a mortgage, and that means that most of the cost is paid for at the purchase. And to transfer money, there are several options available to you, but they do need to be researched, including the regulations of your bank wherever your home country is. In Canada, there are quite strict regulations about how much money you can move, and the process for doing that is different bank to bank.
Yes, so do your research and prepare yourself.
Something else that surprised us was the bureaucracy. So you need a title for your home, and this is something that needs to go through the Mexican government. If you're purchasing any home that is less than 50 kilometers from the coast, then you need to have a fiducio como drawn up by a notario. The legal system is a little structured a little bit differently here, and so you would research how you go about that so that you know the procedure that you're going to have to follow. There is a cost, a yearly cost.
In any country, you want to get a strong referral and interview your referrals and make a decision.
Process of getting a title it can be lengthy. It can be years, months to years.
So that's depending if it's a resale or a pre-sale.
I don't think it is wise to do the initial setting up of your condo from abroad. I recommend you're here if your place is being built. If you need to check on things, it is best to do it in person, especially if you don't have a trusted person that can go and check for you. It is best to be patient. And we did plan for delays, and when we came down, we planned extra time when we thought that maybe we would overshoot our delivery date, which did indeed happen. So we were prepared, we had a place, and we hung out there. Unfortunately, it was overshot again. And so we had to find a new place, which we did. And that was a lovely little home that we have very fond memories of now. Our time spent there, living near a Mexican family and in a real Mexican neighborhood, and becoming part of their life for a little while really added to our experience. And so what started out as a negative actually became a positive. And so I think that's the best lesson that we took away from that.
We like that we're close to the airport because that makes it easier to get to and from our condominium.
That's right. I think that's something to think about.
As well, we're close to the hospital, maybe about 5-7 minutes. So these are things to take into consideration.
Yeah. If you want to get home quickly, you don't want to have to travel 2 or 3 hours just to get to the airport. And as well, there could be some traffic, but you know, you don't have to take a boat or anything.
Right, it's manageable for us. And so taking into consideration when purchasing a property that some locations are far from the airport.
We've learned so much living and exploring in Mexico, and what we've discovered is that there is a lot of options when it comes to the type of home you can have. So whether it is a home or a condo in a small city or town, or somewhere by the beach, whether you want the Pacific or the Caribbean, you have your little casita, or a modern, luxurious home. I wonder what kind of dreams that you might have. And so tell us, what was your idea of a retirement dream? And let us know in the comments, please.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got more Mexico tips coming.